Welcome to welcome to the weekend. It's not quite the weekend yet. Let's call it welcome to Tom's Notebook. Race preview, race review as well. We'll start with a review of France. Sunday just gone. Now this week I've got some notes. Stop myself trying to think, too hard. My brain hurts sometimes. So yeah, I mean, provisionally, we haven't had the stewards' reports through just yet. It might be by the time this video is released. But provisionally at the minute, we've got Kachow winning the race, Freunde in P2, and then it's either going to be Cool Beans or Toss the Caber who take that final podium position. So great race from them three, fantastic. And that brings me on to the Haas tyre strategy master plan. I mean, they both started outside the top 10 on the hard tyre. They made a one-stop work. They went from, I think Kachow went from P12 to P1, and then Toss has gone from P14 to P4, even with a spin. I mean, that is just definitely Haas team of the weekend. And for me, Kachow, driver of the weekend, driver of the day by a country mile. To go from P12 to P1, especially avoiding that carnage, the chaos in turn one as well, to end up there. That's a brilliant race from Kachow. Yeah, I mean, it was good. I mean, we had start from turn one, really. I mean, France is such a weird track. It looks so big, so wide, and on the run to turn one, you think, oh, I've got all the space in the world, and then all of a sudden, it goes to nothing. And trying to get, there was some cars going three wide. I think me and Delta were having a bit of a fight. He got off to an awful start, Delta, and I was already alongside him and ahead, and then he outbraked me around the outside. Fantastic move from him. And then you had Will then spun it at turn two, which then knocked Chietto, which then had a knock-on effect with Chietto getting knocked out, Red Dog getting damage. I got a penalty for literally avoiding an incident, and then the VSC then came out, which then I couldn't then give that position back, so I got a 5-second penalty. So that was a bit of a pain for me. Trying to get that removed. Don't think it will be. It won't make much difference. So there. I just want the. I don't want to be told off by the steward. But yeah, I mean that race. So we got turn one, the chaos there, and then all aboard the Stuart Little DRS train, I think it was, which then obviously caused Honesy and Giamma to have a bit of a coming together a bit later on. I saw a clip of Giamma put up, and it's literally like Giamma's just sat there waiting for carnage, basically, and you can just see four cars, Stuart and then three cars literally just trying to overtake him. It's quite funny to watch, actually, and Giamma just sat there waiting, basically, waiting to take advantage of any incidents. Fortunately, Honesy and Giamma had a bit of a coming together rounds into the second to last corner, so that was a bit of a shame. But yeah, no, that was good. Also want to have a mention to Rainer Zufal, Nick. I just seen he went from P20. He didn't get a chance to set a lap because obviously we had quite a few in qualifying. I had an issue, which I think Nick had exactly the same thing. Of when you're trying to get out of people's way, you're off the track. Even if you're in sector 1 and sector 2, I didn't realise it at the time. I just saw a message saying lap invalidated. But it invalidates this and next lap, and I didn't see that. And I think Nick had exactly the same. So I set a pretty good lap in Q1. In my first flying lap in qualifying. And I thought, oh, that's good. And then realised, well, how the hell am I P20? I looked at the times and I was like, oh, it was a good time. What on earth's gone on? And then, yeah, didn't realise it was this and next lap. So I had to go out again, messed up my second run, and I was literally like on the cusp of, being P20 as well. But Nick, fantastic drive from him, P20 to P8. That's brilliant. So yeah, really good from him. Another driver of note is Cool Beans. Only driver, he started P3, finished P3 on track, possibly. I don't know what's going to happen with the ready up situation, but I mean, only driver in the top 10, along with Cornet. But with Cornet, he started P1, finished P5. Coolbean started P3, finished P3. Only driver in the top 8 to not lose any positions from doing a 2-stop. Everyone else did a 1-stop. So I mean, that's a great drive from him. So yeah, he made a 2-stop work. I mean, unluckily for Chietto, I think Chietto had good pace. He was up there in qualifying, and then he gets, involved in a situation at turn 1, turn 2. Just too many cars trying to go around such a small, tight corner. And then Red Dog got involved in that as well and had his front wing damaged. So yeah, we had Scietto, and Red Dog unfortunately got screwed over a little bit there. But go again, come back stronger. We'll see how we go. Obviously, again, race was streamed. Great commentary by Ozzy. He's fantastic, isn't he? He knows exactly what to say, when to say it. He does follow the action. He knows, he can see what's going on. So very, very happy that we've got, him to do some of the races. I think the Rain's going to do a few. I'll do a few. We'll always have a streamed race. So, but yeah, we love the Aussie. He's good. He's good. Race review. Welcome to the weekend. Voted just closed, and we're going to be racing with strict corner cutting, which does make quite a bit of a difference in Spain. You've got turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. That little, they all come in threes in Spain. All the corners. So yeah, turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Obviously, you don't want to be touching turn 2's curb anyway. So you want to stay off that, because that will literally just spin you around so quickly. But you do need to get turn 1 nailed to then avoid the curb at turn 2, because you basically got to kind of straight line it straight off, hit the turn 1 apex, and literally just then fling it to the other way. And when I think it was pre-season testing in real life Formula 1, beginning of the season, they were watching the Mercedes, and the way that car just goes, it's perfect. So that's what you've got to do, basically. You've got to get your car set up to be able to take that right, left, right perfect, because that speed difference down to turn 4 is going to be huge, because turn 4 is a big overtaking spot. So you've got to get that exit of 3 nailed to get the inside line for 4. And yeah, obviously, if you're going to run wide at 3, you are going to get quite heavily penalised now with the strict corners. So you have got to really be careful with that. So after that, you've then got turn 6, 7, and 8. So after the heavy braking zone at 5, you then got the run to 6, 7, 8, which is the uphill fast left, right. Yeah, turn 8's the right hander. Again, turn 7, you want to stay off that inside curb. You got to get as close to it as you can, but it will just unstable the car. And then you've obviously got to maintain the momentum up to turn 8, where it is pretty much flat out early on in a stint and qualifying. And then you've got to be really careful as you go further into a stint how much you lift off, because again, you've got to get that momentum down to turn 9, that another overtaking spot. Heavy braking zone, hairpin-ish. It's really tight. It's more, it's in between a 90 degree and a 180. So we're going to call that, quick maths, call it 130 degree left-hander. But heavy braking zone. So you've really got to, if you want to make an overtake there, switch back it, or be brave on the brakes, basically go around the outside, see how you go with that. And then you've got the curb of death at turn 10. It's got loads of curbs of death in Spain, to be fair. They're really unforgiving. I always go over that, unfortunately, and Spain's a good track for me. I like it. I'm not brilliant at it. I'm not putting my hands up and say I'm going to win the race. I'm just going to be, that's the one corner. It's a bit like Australia in that curb. It literally just gets everyone, and I think we're going to have a few spins when we get to that corner come the weekend. And then after that, you've got then the turn 13, 14, 15 complex, the chicane, right at the end, which is quite a bit of a bugbear for most Formula 1 fans. They hate it. Doesn't give you any momentum to be able to get, especially with a dirty air to follow, and then to get the momentum off to the last corner down to the turn 1. With the strict, I think it'll be good, because you have literally got to nail that chicane, braking perfectly, left, right. So yeah, I think the strict is going to work out good there. You're just going to have to be patient. Be patient, watch for the lights, as Jeff would say. And yeah, so I mean that's going to be tasty little race, I feel. If you can, in the Discord, get friendly with Kachow and Toss the Caber. Try and get some intel because their strategies at the minute are perfect. So yeah, try and follow what they. If you maybe have a quick look on the race director during qualifying on Sunday, see what they're doing and copy them, because the Haas master plan is perfect at the minute. So yeah, I'll watch out for them. I'm going to be looking at them very closely. I feel like it's going to be a one-stopper if you can make a one-stop work, which is going to be hard because you literally have to. You're probably going to have to qualify outside the top 10 again. Start on the hard tyre. The medium, you might go medium hard, but if you're trying to qualify on the mediums, you're probably not going to get top 10 anyway, so you might as well start on the hards. But I mean, yeah, we're going to see how we go. A two-stop is good, but the undercut is so powerful in Spain. So yeah, we'll see what goes on with that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Spain on Sunday. It's going to be a good race. A couple of quick notes. Ready up issue. I know it is. It might sound really pointless. However, especially for someone like me who is organising everything, in between qualifying ending and the race, we do sometimes get people's connection drop out, which we had at the weekend. Tribal Row's internet went pop. So I spent the whole time on the grid inviting Tribal Row back in. I didn't get a chance to set my race strategy up. If someone readies up before I do, that means I don't get a chance to look at my strategy, which I didn't. Not saying it screwed me over. I wasn't going to do very well there anyway. I wasn't, going to be fighting for whatever. It's just nice just to know I've got that little bit more time if I do have to invite anyone in to do that. So yeah, just please don't ready up. Read the Discord before the race. I know it's annoying sometimes at everyone out here, but when we do that on a Sunday, it normally means that it's race information. So do have a look if you could. That'd be wonderful. And that's it from me, really. I think we've got some. Looking forward to a good race on Sunday. It's going to be fast. Strategy's key, and yeah, here we go. See you on Sunday.